We are here in the Cross River State cocoa processing factory in Ikom. This is a factory that takes cocoa from cocoa bean to chocolate bar. So we go from tree to bar, which means right from the pod. As you plug the pod, it comes straight here to this cocoa factory, and this cocoa factory processes it through all its entire process lines. The beneficiation process adds so much value. Africa accounts for 86% of world cocoa production. Unfortunately, in terms of the economy, it only gains 6%, which means that Africa produces 86% of cocoa, exports the cocoa bean, and in turn, we go back and import chocolates back into Africa. This process has to come to an end. So what you find here is a full cocoa processing plant from start, right from the tree to the chocolate for final consumption. The process is a very clear process. It starts with separation cleansing until you get a clean bean. The clean bean goes through a complete conveyor system and goes through the entire process of fermentation, maceration, drying, until you get to a point where you get out your neem. What is special about the Ikom cocoa is a special slight bitter taste. Now, most other cocoa products like chocolates, what you find is very sugary and very sweet, very fattening and very unhealthy. But the Ikom chocolate, our own chocolate brand, we try to use only the neem and get you the best of ingredients, which contains that slight bitter taste. And that taste is an antioxidant, which is particularly good for the body. So it is very important for you to know that as we debut Ikom chocolate into the market, it is African chocolate, 100% organic, grown in African soil, processed in Africa, and are made available to the world. You can imagine the shame that Africa produces 86% of world cocoa, yet only makes 6% of the income in its value chains. So this will put an end to that and will change that statistics. In another 6 months to come, that statistics will change because of the audacity of the Ikom cocoa processing plant. And above all, Cross River is the largest producer of cocoa. But because it has never had a proper grading process, it is being shipped into other states in Nigeria, graded at cocoa coming from those states and exported therefrom. We are going to ban the export of cocoa bean from Cross River. Last month, we exported about 7,000 metric tons from Ikom. That has to stop. Now that this factory is on board, this industrialization is the right way to go, not just for Cross River and Nigeria, indeed Africa. Africa must learn to keep our raw materials and process it to end product. We must put an end to the export of raw materials.
I am a consultant from governments about cocoa farming and particularly improving the quality for international export purposes. But I work from the farm to the factory, right? And I also work on consumer education, so appreciation of fine chocolate.
Okay, I know you're here for a short while. Would you like to take a job here?
Well, I certainly want you to know that I have been asked to come back to work on further training, and there are other aspects of the project that I would be very, very happy to work on. But
when we get the right crystals to have a nice bite of the chocolate. When we do that not, and you break the chocolate, it's flat. And my English is not so.
The nibs itself gets done in 6 hours, but the sugar takes longer time, especially if you use like a panela, like the palm sugar or coconut sugar, it takes longer time. If you use the regular sugar, it takes about 2 days to finish grinding, because you have to grind it to 15 microns, so it melts in your mouth. So this can do the 15 microns. This can do like a 5 kilos. And also we have the smaller one that they can make 500 gram batches for developing recipes.
What you're seeing here at the chocolate factory is just a small segment of it. Most of the equipment that are coming in will help process cocoa butter and cocoa powder, and that's going to be at industrial scale. And what you saw today is that the project has started. All things being equal, by next week, these products are supposed to be in the stores.